if you told me that I would be making another Jujutsu Kaisen video, I would probably tell you that I most likely will. The Shibuya arc honestly left me completely speechless. Not just because of how Mappa has been treating his staff, but because of the story being told. Now, granted, I started reading the manga after season 1 and made it up to like the first half of the Shibuya arc, but man, am I glad I stopped reading it because this was absolutely bananas. I should have known what time it was after seeing the depressing atmosphere that the opening had. It's like every time people get on social media and scream out free Mappa staff like they got 25 to life and can't see their families again, they release an internet breaking episode and then you fully understand why the staff is locked up and won't see their kids until they're in college. But let's be clear, I'm not condoning their behavior. All I'm gonna say is you gotta break a few omelets to make an egg. But in Mappa's case, they broke the whole damn pack of eggs. So we start things off in Shibuya where all the humans are trapped in a veil and can't get out unless Gojo pulls up. Now Gojo, being the menace that he is, said I bet and pulled up before anyone could even say a word. He steps through the veil and encounters the Three Stooges, the Three Amigos, whatever you want to call them, but I'm calling them the Three Stooges for the time being. Well, technically, the Three Stooges would be Choso and his other two brothers, but they got clapped up, so these are the new Three Stooges. And they are talking big-ish, like they already read the manga and know how the story ends. But we all know that ain't true. If you know, you know. But before we get to Gojo, we see Itadori pulling up on Jiminy Cricket's big bro, protecting one of the veil pieces. He wanted all the smoke. But my boy Itadori must have been binge watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure before getting the call because this man walked straight up to him like Jotaro did Dio and got into a good old fashioned Ora Ora Muda Muda clash off. And unfortunately for Itadori, he beat the brakes off this ninja, man. He was piecing this cursed spirit up so bad he was looking like the second reincarnation of Steely Dan. He got his receipt free of charge this time though. After washing the grasshopper, Nisama, or Mei, looked at Itadori and was like, my bad, I didn't recognize your game. And he was like, it's just another day in the office for me. Flash forward to Gojo and the Three Amigos. Man, they must have really been feeling themselves because after the molly-whopping Jogo got in the first season, I'm surprised he didn't retire and start a family on another continent. But he had the squad with him, so that's why he was so bold, because everybody know when you got the squad with you, your confidence boosts up like to freaking 500%. Now the plan was to surround him with non-sorcerers so that he wouldn't use his powers fully. Jogo and Hanami start murdering everybody so that they can get closer to him. And meanwhile, Blood God, aka Choso, fires an attack at Gojo as a cover-up. And oh my god, why are you looking like that? Bro, close your mouth. Don't nobody want to see them nasty ass teeth. Man's teeth looking like the teeth that the dentist used to scare kids into brushing and flossing their teeth. And let's not talk about that weak ass pose. They trying to be like All Might and Deku so bad. Boy, if you don't get your Detroit Smash looking ass up out of here with that weak punch. After that failed attempt, Gojo looked at them and said, if that's the best you can do, then it's time for y'all to pack up and go home. Like, y'all told me not to run and it's a 3v1. And what happens next has to be studied in anime school. Gojo walks up to them and starts delivering one of the most brutal beatings we've ever seen him do so far. This man had Jogo running for his life. He had to use domain amplification just to catch a breather. Then Hanami said, let me get some of that action, and got its antlers ripped off. This is when Gojo started to realize that this 20-minute ass whooping wasn't worth it. They tried to do that weak ass double Detroit Smash again, and Jogo said, alright, that's enough. Man went full demon time on this one. He activates his Limitless and looks Jogo dead in his eyes and says, you know Asparagus over here about to get clapped up, right? Jogo sent this ninja flying, bruh. Turned his attention straight to Hanami with that devilish smile that only Toji saw, and got all up in its grill and completely obliterated it. Then Jogo just sitting in the back like, hey Gojo, watch me do this magic trick with no hands. Gojo didn't even turn around to entertain this man. That's how much he was dedicated to this smoke. Right when Gojo was getting ready to turn Jogo into a pack, bitch ass Mahito came out of nowhere to save his ass. If you don't know yet, I really don't like this nigga. I don't care how much potential and how raw this man is, I literally cannot stand him. He's up there with Hitler at this point, and you'll see why later on. Mahito pulls up with the backup plan, turning everybody into cursed spirits, and if this was any other sorcerer, this plan would have worked. But this isn't just your average, normal, everyday sorcerer. This is Gojo we're talking about here. They looked this man dead in his face and said, I bet you won't use your domain expansion on us without killing everybody. And Gojo turned around, looked at them and said, obviously y'all don't know that I'm him and that I run Jujutsu Kaisen. Mahito and them were like, bruh, can you let us get one damn win, bro? Like, damn, we've been planning this for 2 years now. Like, come on, bruh. Like, we've been planning this for months, bruh. We've been planning this so long. We've been planning this before freaking Sukuna was even born. Like, let us get a win, bruh. Damn. Gojo set his domain expansion to 0.2 of a second just off of pure instinct so that the non-sorcerers won't end up like Hector Salamanca. During the narrator's monologue and the drummer going crazy in the background, Gojo roughly killed over 1,000 transfigured humans in 29 seconds, which is 4 minutes and 98 seconds for y'all. Once again, I don't know how these villains stay so confident in the face of defeat. I don't care how freaking good of a plan that is. You just watch this man not just cook you, but straight up deep fried y'all. And if this was a movie, Gojo would have been given a training day speech after talking all kinds of shit after that ass whooping. But this ain't a movie, and the show must go on. Gojo gets caught lacking by his best friend, Geto, and gets put in a prison. But before that happens, it's revealed that Geto isn't really Geto. In actuality, he's being possessed by Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. After being sealed, Gojo decides to give them one final jump scare coming straight out of a horror movie. After Mekamaru tells Itadori that Gojo has been captured, Itadori has to tell everybody in Shibuya that Gojo has been sealed. Meanwhile, Mahito and the rest have a race to see who can kill Itadori the quickest because of how much they love riding Sukuna's meat. Pause. Ain't no pause. They've been riding that man religiously. They said even if we kill Itadori, we still got Sukuna on our side. So that's meat riding right there. They go running off, and then we see Geto's side pieces talking to Brainiac saying, give us back Geto's body. He went straight Debo on them and said, what body? This is my body. Unless you want to run the fade, fall back. They backed away quicker than Homer did in the bushes and said, alright, I got something for you, hold on. After that, the plan to rescue Gojo begins. Now, the Shibuya has a lot of crazy shit going on, so I'm probably going to break this into multiple parts, so be on the lookout for the next video soon.